Keratitis. It is inflammation of corneal tissue. Pathology. There is cellular infiltration or infiltration of corneal tissue with inflammatory cells, edema, necrosis of the corneal lamellae, and replaced by fibrous tissue, ultimately leukoma is formed. There is two types of keratitis: superficial keratitis and deep keratitis. In superficial keratitis, there is inflammation of epithelium and superficial layer of stroma of the cornea. Deep keratitis, there is inflammation of deeper layer of the corneal stroma. Superficial keratitis, it means superficial punctate keratitis. Etiology: virus infection of the eye, like herpes simplex virus, herpes zoster virus, adenovirus, virus of measles and mumps, or virus infecting skin eyelids, like virus of molluscum contagiosum and warts. Next is keratoconjunctivitis sicca occurring in elderly person and prolonged exposure of ultraviolet ray. Pathology: there is appearance of teeny infiltrate immediately underneath the corneal epithelium. Later on, there is erosion of corneal epithelium over the infiltrate. Clinical features: symptom: pain, lacrimation, photophobia, blurring of vision and headache. Clinical sign: blepharous pulse or edema of the lids, conjunctival congestion, ciliary congestion, punctate erosion in corneal epithelium. There is enlargement of preauricular lymph nodes. Complication: punctate opacity in cornea. Management: local and systemic. In local, broad spectrum antibiotic eye drop, atropine sulfate 1% and eye drop or ointment, and antiviral drop or ointment. Systemic, broad spectrum antibiotic orally in proper dose, analgesic, anti-inflammatory and multivitamins. Now, herpes zoster ophthalmicus. Etiology: age. It usually occurs in elderly person. Sex: both sexes are equally affected. Bilaterality: it is a unilateral. Causative agent: herpes zoster virus, which is identical to chickenpox virus. Mechanism: the virus invade the Gasserian ganglion, and the Gasserian ganglion gets inflamed and infiltrated with lymphocyte. The infection spreads along the ophthalmic division of the fifth cranial nerve or trigeminal nerve. Usually supratrochlear and supraorbital nerves are involved. Cornea or eye is affected when nasociliary nerve is affected. Clinical features: general sign, general features: severe preherpetic neuralgic pain along with the distribution of ophthalmic division of fifth cranial nerve, followed by fever and malaise. Multiple vesicles appear on the skin of the forehead and skull, surrounded by zone of inflammation. These vesicles suppurates and becomes cloudy, ultimately converted into crust, which falls off, leaving behind a scar. The skin becomes red and edematous. Then clinical features in eye: edema of the lids, conjunctival congestion, conjunctival chemosis, ciliary congestion. In cornea, punctate keratitis appears, which may ulcerate and get secondarily infected. Deep punctate keratitis, which is known as keratitis profunda. Corneal sensation is lost. Hemorrhagic iritis takes place and causing hyphema. The intraocular pressure may be low or secondary glaucoma may occur. Multiple nodules appear in sclera, and sometimes oculomotor nerve, acquiescent nerves and facial nerves are involved. Complications: post-herpetic neuralgic pain persists for several months and the skin becomes anesthetized. Management: local and systemic. Local: antiviral drugs, eye drop like acecloprid, Jansacloprid, 2-5-deoxyuridine, drop or ointment 4 to 6 times a day. And for to prevent secondary infection, broad spectrum antibiotic in the form eye drop or ointment is instilled. Atropine sulfate 1% to apply 2 to 4 times a day, and the ointment acecloprid or Jansacloprid ointment should be applied. Systemic: acecloprid 800 milligram 5 times a day for 10 days. Analgesic, anti-inflammatory, multivitamins, and that's all. So this is all about herpes zoster ophthalmicus. Now deep keratitis. Deep keratitis means inflammation of deeper layer of the cornea. In this group, there are 5 types of deep keratitis: interstitial keratitis, disciform keratitis, keratitis profunda, intracorneal abscess, and sclerosing keratitis. Now, interstitial keratitis, it is a cellular infiltration of the deeper layers of the cornea followed by vascularization. It is the etiology. It may be syphilis, in syphilis, which may be congenital or acquired, tuberculosis and leprosy. So, interstitial keratitis due to congenital syphilis. Etiology, age. It usually occurs in younger age group of person. Sex, both sexes are equally affected. Bilaterality, it is a bilateral condition. Mechanism, there is allergic inflammatory reaction to corneal tissue with products of disintegration of spirochetes occurring somewhere in body, and it is precipitated by trivial injury of the ocular tissue, like any foreign body lodged in cornea or any intraocular surgery. Pathology, there is a lymphocytic infiltration of the deeper layers of the cornea, that is deeper layers of the stroma, followed by lamellar necrosis of the cornea. Vascularization occurs. And it is associated with uveitis. Now, clinical features. Clinical symptom: pain, lacrimation, photophobia, blurring of vision and headache. Clinical sign: ciliary congestion, there is aqueous flare with KP because it is associated with iritis. One or more hazy patches appear in the deeper layers of the cornea, either at margin or periphery of the cornea. These hazy patches gradually increases in number, and the whole cornea becomes dull or lusterless, which is known as ground glass cornea. At the meantime, there is a deep vascularization of the cornea with radial bundle of brush-like vessels derived from anterior ciliary artery. and these vessels appear as dull reddish patch, which is known as salmon patch. Course it when the disease reaches at its height, the haziness clears from periphery to the center. The corneal ulcer never occur. Now management, local and systemic. In local, broad spectrum antibiotic, eye drop, atropine sulfate drop or ointment, and hydrocortisone acetate 4 to 6 times a day. And systemic, penicillin injection in proper dose intramuscularly, analgesic, anti-inflammatory, and multivitamins. Now, interstitial keratitis due to acquired syphilis. It occurs in elderly person and it is unilateral. Then interstitial keratitis due to tuberculosis. It is unilateral and affects the one sector of the cornea. It is limited to the one sector of the cornea. Now, interstitial keratitis due to leprosy. It may be unilateral or bilateral. All features are same as mentioned above. And the haziness of the cornea disappear taking long period. So that's